This is the Life is Dope podcast.
Oh, this is on. We on.
Hey, like, what the hell? You was doing what?
Right.
Oh, man. I am Graffiti. Dave, you here?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Mic on.
I'm Davey, I think. I'm still Davey.
Right, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And we got a special guest that dropped in on us. We're going to let him introduce himself. Who we got in the middle, bro?
Man, you already know. We got, you've seen him on, like, all the Tyler Perry movies. Most recently, you've seen him on Madea Halloween.
Yep, was at the Madea Halloween 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Don't discredit me 1 and 2. I was, I was dressed up for a reason.
Yo, show some love one time for comedian Shed G.
Hey.
In this thing.
Long overdue, brother. Good
Promise
to have you here. Good to
Hey
have
man,
you
first
here.
of all, I would like to say y'all do y'all own thing.
Thank you,
Ever
brother.
since I met y'all when y'all got y'all award.
Hey, award winning.
Yeah, award winning.
Hey.
And that's when I first noticed, because I wasn't ever here.
Right.
But then it's a good thing to see y'all steady going and steady moving.
That's love,
So
brother.
appreciate y'all, man. It's the city, man. What's up?
Thank you. But for the people who don't know, can you just let them know a little something about yourself?
I'm a Virgo. I was born in Denver, Colorado, born and bred here, man. Straight Park Hill. Then I moved to Montbello, graduated from Montbello.
Hey.
Went to a HBCU,
Hey.
Norfolk State University.
Talk to
hold
him.
the green and gold. Then I came back here and was working in Nextel, start dabbling in the comedy.
Right.
Then I had the opportunity to work with Lewis Johnson and Anthony Demmer, and I had did a set one time, and Dave Chappelle was at the Comedy Works. Only performed at Comedy Works twice. One time we had Robert Townsend. Another time was Dave Chappelle. So I got to open up because he was like, "Yo, I want a black dude." Pretty much what he said. I want a black dude, to open up tonight. So
Right.
I opened up. He saw the set, said I was funny, said I need to get out of here
Right.
to get exposure. Moved to Atlanta. Rest is history. Started doing movies and different things and touring. Went to Minnesota, radio.
Dang.
Now I'm in Dallas. Simple, you know what I mean?
Dang,
But-
you breezing like right through all the topics.
Hey, man, I'm trying to get y'all this Lifetime
He
movie
like,
quick.
man, I'm out here. I'm out here.
Right.
All right, y'all. That was Shed G. No.
Right.
Right. Thank you. Come again.
No, but you're doing radio now, though.
Yep. So I do a lot of stuff with radio. That's when I started in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And I moved there from Atlanta just so I can see if I can do the radio, because that was always my dream to be on the radio. So when I moved down there, we was on a station called 89.9 KMOJ, and we blew up the morning show less than a month. We went up to like 6-7 shares. You know what I mean? If you know radio, that's a lot of listenership.
Yeah.
And we just blew up, and then we did our thing. Then I moved to the drive time, and then, black people stuff happened.
Right.
Where people started getting jealous and, you know what I mean, and envious of because I was on billboards. I'm still
Right.
there, but still doing whatever.
Okay,
And it's
life flex.
Right. And it's unfortunate that people will get jealous. Otherwise, I probably still been there. But I was like, you know what? It's time for me to move on.
Right.
And now I'm in Dallas doing some things. Got a good interview set up with somebody who's interested. I don't want to say the name now.
Okay,
because,
yeah. Don't spoil it.
Let's see.
No.
Don't jinx it.
Let's try and figure out who's in
It
that.
is.
Right. Is it? Wait. You don't want to
Sleuth
say that
Boys.
name because it's problematic?
No, it's not problematic. No.
You out there about to talk to R. Kelly, bro?
No, I'm cool. I'm cool on R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I always knew R. Kelly what was going on. Y'all didn't even hear the remix that he did back in, 2000, 2001?
No.
12 play remix. We already knew back then.
It's called Playing with 12.
No, it was 12 play, but it was remixed, but they cut it off. It was like, 1, we'll go to a school for fun. 2, we'll tempt her with bubble gum. 3, we play some hide and seek. See, when he got to 4, we just cut the song.
Why did it have like the whole children's nursery rhyme cadence to it and
He
everything?
did. That was 12 play the song. He didn't mean to do it, but go on, keep the party going.
Okay, so taking it back a little bit. So you have a very particular style of comedy that you do.
Word.
So yours is clean Christian comedy.
Yep, clean Christian comedy.
What made you go that route?
My grandmother,
Okay.
Evangelist Ophelia Ephraim. I'll never forget. Because when I was growing up, everybody was cussing. You know what I mean? So when the Def Comedy Jam, the BT, you would see all that. So it's like I just felt like you got to cuss. And, a lot of my comedy is just about life. I mean, I know y'all seen me at some of the things, but it's just I talk about life. That's all I do.
Right.
Talking about being grown up here from Denver and just, that's my experiences. And I got on stage one time and I said a cuss word, and my grandmama afterwards was like, "Why you say that?" And I was like, well, she was like, but it would have been funny without the word. You know, and it just made me just understand that. And once she started introducing me to like Sinbad. She gave me the old school Bill Cosby,
Right.
You know, stand-ups, and I was just like, wow. Then she introduced me to this woman by the name of Moms Mabel. And if you don't know about her, she's a Christian comic from back in the day that did a thing. So I started listening to those styles. And once I started listening to those styles and was able to put it to what we had going on in the early 2000s, you know what I mean? And it just blew up because I was just talking about life experiences.
Right. I think that's respectable too, because I think a lot of comedians and rappers do it too. They kind of just hide behind the profanity, you know, by not being funny.
They ain't really funny.
Motherfucker. You're like, yeah,
oh,
man.
you can cuss on here?
Oh yeah. We definitely not
Well,
the
God dang, I'm just gonna
Christian
say.
contemporary.
Right. But yeah, but you know, a lot of people, that's what they use. They do those words just to feel, you know, certain stuff. So, but unfortunately, sometimes you say cuss words that people will laugh just because you say cuss words.
Yep.
And it's all about presentation and what you do. The one thing that I love to do is still be me, no matter where I go.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was at Uptown Comedy Club, and I was the only one on the bill who didn't cuss. There was like 8 of us.
Wow.
And I did my 15 minutes strong, gave it to them. And afterwards, they have us up against the wall, and we shake people's hands as they leave.
Right.
And as they leaving, I swear to good, like almost like half the crowd was like, you know, we enjoyed you, and we didn't realize you didn't cuss until afterwards. And that's when you know that you can do what you need to do when
Right.
people don't realize you're not cussing.
And Apollo, you can't even cuss on Apollo, right?
No, you can't post. You can't cuss on Apollo. Like anything television, really, they don't want you to say profanity or anything like that. So they try to keep the clean sets. So a lot of times when you do that and people do all of those things, that's why a lot of people can't make it.
Right,
You
right.
know, and you know one thing I hate, I'm be honest with y'all, is when I'm doing church events and doing things and a comic who cusses on the regular be like, yo, I got a clean set. You can have a clean set, but you got to understand you can't. There's stuff you can't talk about in the church.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because you don't cuss don't mean
Not just the language, but the subject matter.
yeah. And that's the worst thing. You be like, yo, are you? What are you going? I got a clean set.
Right.
Because it'll slip out. I'm telling you, it'll slip
I was
out.
about to say it got to be hard sometimes.
Oh my God! I've seen it happen before, and when I tell you, the girl was like, oh my God, and she just kept going on through it, which she should have,
Yeah.
because you'd have stopped right in the middle, you know what I mean? And I was just like, no. And the funny thing was seeing everybody. Did she just? Did praise God? This young the baby just? And it was hilarious. So, you know, that's the main thing about it. So I always just try to be true to who I am, so I won't slip. If I go cuss word. Now, I'm not saying I don't say cuss words from time to time because I'm human. I don't say it on the set. You know what I mean? Like when I'm performing, because sometimes you get mad and sometimes that word need to be said.
Right.
And when you say that word and that's it.
Like, you raggedy nigga.
Right. Oh, no, you can say the N-word too?
Hold up, bro.
God, dog, I love this show.
That's the first thing you can think of. Raggedy nigga. That's your cuss right there. Raggedy nigga.
I know. I'm working on mine too.
Right.
So how do you feel as a Christian actor and entertainer? How has that affected how you've maneuvered through the entertainment business and just Hollywood in general?
I love it. The only thing, like now I'm starting to get picked up on the major shows. Like I was just last week with my girl Jessenice. She was funny.
Hey,
I was with Country Wayne. He don't cuss. You know what I'm saying? We had Country Wayne. We had my frat brother Red Grant, who's dope. Michael Blackson, Lil Duval. We was all on the same show. And it's like now people are starting to like that and understand that. But
Right.
before they wouldn't. But I'm be honest with y'all, I was killing the game because of the fact I didn't.
Right.
And some of my, it's no disrespect to none of the comics, but some of the people that I grew up admiring, I have way more money than them.
Hey.
Because they're doing the chitlin circuit. I'm doing corporate events.
Right.
So you can say all what you want. I don't care if you don't know me. That bank account know me when I go in there.
Hey, that's what I'm talking
and
about.
do what I need to do.
Right.
So
Right.
it's like it's about making smart moves,
Right.
working smarter, not harder. And you'd be surprised. And so I'm the spokesperson for United Way, Greater Twin Cities United Way. I do a lot of stuff with this company called Brookdale Health. Like they got me on billboards, and I host so much stuff because of I still have a respectable image, and that's what some people need to understand. If you have a
That's
respectable
important.
image, people want to latch on to you as a lot. So like if you look at these athletes and all of everything, as soon as they do one thing that mess up, what happens?
It's a wrap.
What happened with Tiger Woods?
Right.
Tiger Woods, they took it all away. You know, so you have to still maintain an image just so you can get paid. It's about, at the end of the day, it's about respect, family, God. I was about to say capital because respect, family, God. But in the order of God, family, and respect.
Right.
And that's how you want to just live your life, you know. And that's what it is. That's just how I live my life.
Word.
And we was talking earlier. I'll tell people, just like we said, if you don't like me, something wrong with you.
Exactly.
Because I never hate on anybody. Out of my 40 sexy years of living, I never hated on anybody. The only thing I ever did was react. I don't act.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're going to get people who, when you're being successful, making moves and doing what you're doing, they're going to try to get at you. You know, and sometimes you can walk away. I say walk away. Yeah. Let's say if they be too disrespectful. Because that's what they're looking for is to for you to react,
right,
and to do something so they can be like, "Oh, I told you."
Can't wait to hate,
right? Oh my God! But to be honest with you, some of them are your friends.
Yeah,
your haters is never somebody that don't know you.
I know graffiti.
Right.
Hey man,
No, I'm kidding.
Professional hater.
Hey.
Right.
But hold up, man. When we started the podcast, or when we unofficially started the podcast, it came on with you talking about being in a dress. let's please iron out what that was about.
Right. Thank you. Yeah. Can we iron that out? Because then I'll be on some blogs. He a Christian, but he in a dress.
No. So the Madea movies.
Yeah. So I do the Madea movies, and I've been doing it since 2003. Was the first movie, and it was a blessing to be able to do it. But it was hard for me that first week. I was excited about doing it because of what they told me I was going to get paid, and then to be around certain artists and certain things and breaking it to the movie industry.
Right.
But I swear to God, that first day, it hurt me.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna send this picture to y'all. I'm gonna show y'all this picture. I swear to God, I was in a dress looking like my grandmama.
Yeah.
In church, Kojic. Looked like I was Church of God in Christ. I was so mad. I swear to God, I was mad. I was just sitting there like, man, what am I doing?
Right.
What am I doing?
Did they tell you beforehand, or were they just like?
No, yeah. Tyler and them told me straight up.
Okay.
They're like, well, this is what's gonna have to happen. This is what you're gonna do. And I was just like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it.
And they was like, but here's the bag.
Exactly. I was like, hello, Brown, if you don't tell me right now, stop popping that gum. You can say what you want. Shit, collecting them coins. Talking about them coins. So, and that was the thing. But the one thing that it did show me was sometimes you just have, you see it? Am I mad? I'm mad. I'm mad.
It's upset.
I'm mad. I'm telling you.
You like
right.
like the little kid that show up when he couldn't take his toy to school.
Right,
I was just about to say,
I was so
my
mad.
mom said I can't spend the night.
When I tell y'all, I was upset. Now, the one thing that it did show me was it didn't define who I was.
Right.
It was a role.
Yeah.
It was acting. And like when Will Smith played on what was it, 6 Degrees of Separation or something.
Yeah.
Remember he was gay. And you know what I mean? So it's like you just portray, it's just a role. It doesn't define you. So that's why I didn't care. Then the other thing is nobody knew it was me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
In the movie, nobody no to this day, nobody, only person could tell it was me.
To this day.
To this day. It was my grandmother, God rest her soul, and my mom. They knew me. They knew right where I was and the stunts and all that stuff.
How did that come about though? Like that's kind of random.
Well, yeah, because I was in Atlanta. And I was with Marcus D. Wiley, Jonathan Slocum, some Christian heavy hitters.
Yeah.
With comedy, we was at New Birth, and I did a joke where I said I couldn't imagine if Madea was a Jehovah's Witness. You know what I mean? Going door to door. Because I grew up a Jehovah's Witness with my father.
Yeah.
And, they came in the back and they thought it was funny. And they was like, yo, because I impersonated them and everything. They said, well, you ever thought about doing the movies, whatever? Now, I thought I was going to, I thought I was sexy. So I thought I was going to put the baby oil on and sing and all that stuff.
And be the love interest.
Right.
Be the
like,
abusive boyfriend.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the one that.
Shamar.
Yeah, that's how it is in their movies.
Braids,
put them lace front braids on. Let Charles Gregory put them lace front braids.
Right.
But then when they told me, they was like, no, we want you to play Madea. And I was like, what? You want me to dress up like a woman in Atlanta? Are you crazy? I'm not gonna do it. I told her I'm 6'4", 245 pounds strong. Member Kappa. I'm not gonna dress up like no woman. They said, "This is how much you gonna pay you." To this day, we just did our last movie. I was like, "All right, give me the money right now. We going to." And keep it moving. But still, to this day, 14 years later, nobody knows it's me.
Hey.
All right, so you bring up something with that. Recently, there was some controversy around Steve Harvey. This ties in, too, with the comedy, where he kind of said what you just said, but in a different way. With, I don't know if you've seen that with him and Monique.
Yeah.
When they got into it. What was your take on that? I mean, because...
Well, you know, the one thing is, I just feel that Steve can't tell Monique. You know what I mean? Because that's her. You're your own entity.
Yeah.
Right.
That's like, I can't tell you what you're going through and what you're doing. I can lead you with some advice.
Right.
But to say Monique is wrong or to say that because they don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Monique's going through everything that she's going through. Was she a heavy hitter? Yeah, Monique is a heavy. She was the first one. Like, remember, she had a talk show.
Yeah.
She was queen of. She was doing her thing.
Oscar winner,
all of that stuff. But the thing is, she started standing up for herself, asking for the rights. You know, and then that's when Netflix and everybody's like, well, you can't be asking everything. You can't, you know, you demand it. Why not?
Right.
If you look at all of the white actresses and stuff, they'd be like, oh, no, I'm cool. I know this is what I want. This is what I demand, and that's what they get.
Right.
That's just like the lady who just pulled out of the animation movie because the previous guy who did a lot of the cartoon animations was part of the Me Too thing where they got him.
Oh, wow.
But she said, you know what? I'm not going to do this because he's there. So she pulled out, and that's showing her power or what she can do. Now, unfortunately, they just were like, well, people don't want to mess with her.
Right.
But I cannot tell y'all how to go through and do things of what y'all doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, me personally, especially with the Netflix situation, I would have been like, okay, you don't want to give me this amount. Well, let me go ahead and I take that $500,000, whatever it is.
Right.
And I was like, $500,000? You still don't want $500,000? But I get it because she knows her worth. But show them. Prove to them.
See, that was my thing, too, because, like, you got to definitely know your worth. But, like you said, I mean, and granted, my money ain't nowhere near Monique's, but I'm going to take this opportunity with this little bit that you gave me, and I'm going to do a hell of a special, and I might shop that somewhere else. Like, all right, well, Netflix ain't talking about nothing. Hulu, what's up? Or Kevin Hart, you know, something, and move that around. And I think that's what Steve was trying to say. But the argument turned into Steve saying
defensive.
Yeah.
It's ego defensive.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's all I'm just saying. I mean, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
But that's what happens when you get two heavy hitters. Instead of being calm and confident, they begin to ego.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of rap battles started that way. You know what I'm saying? Well, man, you know, he's good, but, you know, but then that's how it starts.
Right.
But my point is, if you look, okay, I'm going to use Friday. How much money did it cost Friday to make? Not that much.
Couldn't have been that
like
much.
50,000.
How many budget, like low budget movies cost, but went to be major?
Right.
And that's what I felt Monique could have done because she still got the following.
Right.
She still, like, when she goes, she still sell out.
And
You know
that's
what I mean?
and that was and is my gripe with Monique. It's like she been on this press run, she been everywhere talking about everything, but we ain't seen no content yet. So it's like at the end of the day, you kind of gotta give us what it is that we know you for and that you're fighting for. Like, all right, you saying give me some money to be funny. Where's the Monique stand up? Like,
Right. But see, let me tell you what a lot of people do now. You know what I mean? Because of the Netflix, because of the YouTubes and all that stuff, they don't want you to record their sets.
yeah,
Because that makes the demand.
right.
But there's twofold. It's a good thing so your stuff is not leaking. So when you do get that opportunity to do what you have to do, you got all new material, you got to do everything. But if they don't see you, you know what I mean, you're like, oh, they're washed up.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people thought Sinbad was washed up.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with somebody. Who was like, oh man, Sinbad. I said, what?
Oh, Sinbad
Killing the game.
is working.
And Sinbad is so smart in the industry. Like, he's my favorite comic. I love Sinbad. You know what I mean? Because he's clean. He does what he do. And big shout out to my boy Chase Anthony, who opens up for Sinbad.
Word.
Who I'm hating on because I wanted that spot. But he's a young guy, up and coming and doing his thing. So I love it. But Sinbad made a lot of moves. Sinbad did a lot of things. He's just like Monique.
Yeah.
He didn't take stuff because of it was less than what he wanted.
Right.
Right.
But
Right.
the thing was, Sinbad didn't try to blast people out. You know what I mean? That's the other thing.
He just kept working.
He just kept working.
Yeah.
But Monique was blasting.
Yeah.
When she went on Lee Daniels and then started, I was like, oh, don't do Tyler and them. Please don't do Tyler and them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, so like when you start calling out people, the best thing to do is move in silence.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then show them your worth. Because if you just pop up, the best person, you know, the best for me, what I've seen, when you show up and show out is when nobody know about you.
Yep.
When it's just like you feel like you fell off, then you come back like Eddie Kane Jr. Blang. You know what I'm saying? And they'd be like, yo, where you been? And he's hot.
Yeah.
That's why people have comeback albums.
Yeah.
That's why people do stuff.
That's
but
real.
what people try to do is just, I need to keep myself relevant. I need to keep myself, but they're diluting their content.
Right.
You know?
So speaking of Lee Daniels, what do you think Jussie Smollett should do at this point?
Tell on Lee Daniels, because that's a whole empire.
Just tell on him.
Just tell on him. That's a whole empire. Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm be honest. You know, we all as comedians, we all like. You cannot tell me y'all didn't sit there and really dissect all of that.
So
Listen, man.
So it wasn't just Jussie's idea.
No.
Listen,
I
when
think-
the news dropped, I said, man, there's got to be a plot for an episode of Empire.
So did I. But look, I may not be the smartest guy in the world, but when he said they put a noose around his neck,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he showed up at the station with the noose.
Still
who
on.
gonna keep the noose on, bro?
Not only that-
I swear to God, who gonna keep the noose on?
My man finished his Subway sandwich.
Right, footlong. I think it was. Was it footlong?
Jesse probably got the foot long.
Yeah, it probably got the foot. No,
It was a
this
lot.
the
It was a
part-
lot going on in that story.
Right, but this is the part that got me. He said they threw bleach. Now, he in Chicago. Now, bleach freezes at what? -8 degrees.
I'm not a
Right.
chemist.
Scientific.
Right, I'm letting you know. See, this, hey, I tell jokes. I'm not a joke. This is real. Bleach freezes at -8 degrees.
Right.
It was negative what, 18, 19 outside. So if they'd have threw bleach, you would have had a concussion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they said.
Bleach
That's
would have
hard.
knocked your ass out.
Right, it would have knocked you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then after I seen it and I saw his face, this was the first time before he came out with the other stuff.
Yeah.
I said, I know who he fought. Bow Wow, because Bow Wow and then was fighting. So they both had like the same type of scratches until all the other stuff happened and his video footage came out.
Right.
So, but my honest opinion, he was at the club, one of the club with the kids. That's why I call it the club with the kids.
Yeah.
There was the kids. They was at the club, and he was probably trying to get at some dude.
I swear I said the same
and
thing.
then the other dude came and fought the dudes, and he got beat up.
Yep.
Slide dudes.
Right, it's all dudes, and then that's what happened. And he called Lee Daniels like, "Dude, I got beat up.
Help me out.
Right, I need some help. Well, this is what we gonna do." And then afterwards, when he went to jail, the police said, "You got something to say?" He was like, "Tell the truth, tell the." Remember, that's his first single.
Yeah.
Boy, some of y'all slow on this thing.
No.
Now we played. Now
We
we
played
played
that last
it,
episode.
You played
last-
We're ahead of the game. But
Tell the truth.
I said the same thing, man. Lee Daniels orchestrated a
Yeah.
little story for him. Was all right, check it out. It was MAGA. Just say MAGA. And everybody was like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, man, pray for Jesse.
Then you got your president. Then you put the president in it that we already don't like.
Yeah.
So then you make us look even worse. I told you they lied. I told you. You know what I mean? That makes it look bad.
Speaking of which, Michael Cohen,
Yeah.
he's testifying.
He testified, but he brought the receipts. You know what I mean? He brought the receipts. So I watched it.
Yeah.
And it seems like they was trying to make this is what I feel. What Trump's people was trying to do was force the fact, discredit that he's a liar. He's lying. He's lying. He's a liar. In court, he knows he's lying.
Right.
But why was he lying? You know what I'm saying?
It's
Why
like
was he lying?
It's like the president was making me lie.
Right. And that's
Right.
what he said. Well, how do we know you're not lying now? How do you know you're not lying now?
Because the president's not making me lie.
Exactly. And that's my whole point. But that's how they was just trying to paint that picture.
Right. Oh, man, 2020 coming up.
Yeah.
How you feel about politics? You ain't endorsing nobody openly, or
You know what? What I like to do, I like to start researching
okay,
myself. So I like to start researching like all the way around, like even locally at home. Even though I live in Dallas, I still like to research
Right.
and just see. Because a lot of times we make impulsive choices, i.e. Donald Trump. There's people that mad that they voted for Donald because they wanted quote unquote change. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now is upset about it.
Man,
right.
yeah.
Man, that tripped me out though. That literally tripped me out when he said, I said, "Oh, he ain't gonna be president."
Yeah.
No, you can't just grab the. No, you can't. You can't. No, you can't be president. Oh no, you talk about the vets. Oh, you can't just grab and talk about vets. And guess what he did?
I was not shocked, man, because of America's obsession with celebrity and viral entertainment.
Right.
Donald Trump mastered that, and we looking at this as a reality show when this is America for real.
Right. It is. But I'm be honest with y'all. I knew that Hillary Clinton wasn't gonna win because the society didn't even want to see a women's Ghostbusters. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Women's Ghostbusters failed miserably in the box office. So why do you think they're gonna let them?
It wasn't good either.
But yeah. I'm just saying.
But yeah, I got you.
But women are funny.
Women are funny.
Women are funny.
Right. But it's just they're not at that point right then.
Yeah.
Because that's too much for them. They was trying to bring it back in.
Right.
And that's just what happened, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh man, my man Shed G.
So what do we have? What do we have coming next? What can we expect next from Shed G?
Man, right now, so I'm about to start. I held out for too long on doing skits and spoofs and with all of the movie knowledge and filming and stuff that I know how to work cameras and do everything.
Yeah.
I held out too long, so I'm about to start doing some skits. I'm about to start. I'm really touring now, so I'm doing a lot of concerts. So I'm doing the Belle Biv DeVoe with Bobby Brown.
Oh, okay.
I got Life Jennings. So it's like I'm doing a lot of concerts because I'm pretty much a musical dude. I love music. That's my first love. People can say whatever about Bobby and them. They eat like right now is that era where the people that I grew up listening to, they all winning because old school concerts is what's killing the game.
Right. That
Killing
and
the
biopics.
Yeah, right. So there's a lot of stuff that's doing it, and it's just all playing. So it all comes around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's two groups who I wish the lead singer didn't die. H-Town and God Dog High Five. If those two groups lead singer didn't die, boy, that'd be a hell of a concert.
That's true.
Damn, that's real.
That's real. How many of y'all will go see H-Town with some Timberland boots on? And
A baseball bat.
there it is.
A baseball bat.
Making it hot. So
Oh, my man Shed G. Plug anything, bro. Anything that you want to throw out there. Some links. How can people get with you
just
on
go,
social
man.
media?
Just hit me on all social media at Shed G, SHEDG. That's where I am. You know what I mean? Doing a lot of stuff. We got this Church Boys comedy tour. That's off the chain. What we doing? Me and my boy Pastor Fred and some other cats. So we already got like 9 cities. So my thing is I'm touring now. I'm just like before I was doing the radio, so I kept myself from doing movies and doing stuff to concentrate on that. Now I'm back at it.
Word.
Nonstop.
Word. Well, I know you dropped a lot of jewels this episode. If there was one thing, any piece of knowledge that you could leave with the world, what would that be?
Man, the one thing that I would tell somebody is to not worry about anything else around them. Don't worry about anything else around you or what people are doing. If you just stay true to yourself and stay focused, because I don't know if y'all heard that saying, they say keep your head to the sunshine and you can't see the shadows. A lot of times what happens with us, we get off track because of we're looking around and we'll fall off because we worried about this person. That person's blessing is that person's blessing. That don't mean that's for you. You stay over there.
Hey.
If you stay on course, what God has for you is going to happen. You know what I mean? It's like a GPS. Sometimes we get off course when you're on a GPS. What it say? Rerouting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you believe in it, it's going to reroute you back to where you need to be. But stay on that path.
Make it plain.
There it is.
That's real.
Facts.
Let God reroute
That
shit.
part. I just learned that from some kids. I said,
My man, well,
that part.
We appreciate you coming through, Shed G.
Hey, make some noise.
Y'all
one
make
more
some noise
time.
for Shed G.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm just laughing how the dude came from the back like security.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
cordially do the podcast.
Y'all almost had a new sound effect on y'all show called Furniture Moving because
niggas was about to be out.
I was about to be out. Put your little deposit on for your mic. So we good.
Oh man, Life is Dope podcast. I'm your man Graffiti.
And I'm Davey.
Skirt.
We out.